This recipe I'm going to be doing for this particular show is pumpkin juice. And there isn't too much to it. All I have is 2 cups of apple juice, 1 cup of white grape juice, 1 cup of pineapple juice, and what's over in that pumpkin, the little bowl, that's pumpkin. I used the remainder of the pumpkin in the can that I had open. So that's 3/4 cups of pumpkin. So I'm using 3/4. And I did this because I wasn't quite sure how pumpkiny it was going to taste. And I figured it's easier to add pumpkin than it is to take it back out. And as you can see, I just put all the juices together. Not that difficult to do. I like those little whisks. I have so many different kinds of whisks. And this is a fun one. It really works good in liquids. I'm sure that's not what it's meant for, but I like it anyway. So I don't know why I'm not putting the rest of that pumpkin in, but hopefully I am. The other thing, it said to serve it with, see, I am going to put the rest of the pumpkin in. It said to serve with ice cubes. Now, this is my suggestion. I would make a double batch of this pumpkin juice and then bring down your ice cube trays and pour at least 1 ice cube tray of the pumpkin juice. And then with your punch bowl, such as I have here, you could put that in there, which would keep it cold, but as it melts, it would still be pumpkin juice. And it wouldn't be a diluted water-based pumpkin juice. Now that I liked a lot better. They had just a nice mild taste of pumpkin. Now if you wanted more pumpkin or more of a pumpkin taste, it does say to measure out 1 cup. I didn't want it that pumpkiny. You can do as you wish. So what about a wand? What would you do for a wand? Well, I was doing a show and I needed a wand for it. And it wasn't something I had time to go run out and buy. Well, what did I find? I found this. And you're wondering, what is it? Well, I put a little bit of stain on it, and all it is from a hanger. And this is the hanger you want. There's this metal piece underneath, and you take this out, and you pull it out here. There's a nice rounded edge. It's not pointy at all, and it's the same thing on the other side. It's not pointy, just rounded. But this is the hanger you want. So that's an inexpensive wand. That's what I ended up using because I needed something quick. Now this is something I found the other day that could make a nice wand. You'd have to cover it because it is white. And if nobody knows what this is, I'll pull it out. Well, there we go. This is a very small curtain hanger, curtain rod. And I happened to come across it the other day, and I thought, if you put a little bit of super glue or some sort of special glue on here, put this back in here, that glue would set so you can't pull that out. It makes a pretty nice wand. All you would have to do is paint it and color it in. And you have these kind of cool edges. So let's say you want something an indication that you're a Harry Potter fan or something like that. In the first Harry Potter show, they had to have a fancy old key to open a door to get to the Sorcerer's Stone. So here's one I happen to have. And all you have to do is put some ribbon through here. Make it long enough for your neck. And here, wear it like that. Here's something else I came across. I have these 2 decorative keys. They're not the same size or anything, but you could do something with them. This key here has a little round circle on the top that you could do something with. And if I could attach that to this, you could wear it as an earring. So here's a little piece of wire, or you could use some thread. You don't need anything much.
Now this is silver. I don't have any gold, but I just want to see if it's going to work. And if it does, as the saying goes, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't worry about such things. And then you could bring that to the back and then glue it down if you wanted to. Because all you're going to do is open this up and put it in your ear. That's all it is. It's a little, and then you have a key, a different way of wearing a key here. And you want this part in the front. And here's a third key and another one that if you wanted to, you could put a chain or a ribbon through. I also have this, it's a pin, it holds a pin on it. And that's another thing that can be done, is that this can be glued to this with some super glue, which I could try. Let's try doing that, see what's going to happen. And I don't want to get that super glue on my counter. So let's see if I can. Okay, let's see if this is going to go. What I want is the locked portion on top, and then it goes this way. Now that's going to have to sit there for a while to take. So I'm going to try to be patient and walk away. So here are 3 different ways of wearing a key. The brooch style, like this. The pierced earring style, like this one. Or the old-fashioned silver key around, just as a drapery around your neck, like so. And there it would be. So 3 different kinds of keys. Now what's really impressive, if you're going to play a wizard, is to have a mortar and a pestle. But this is what they use to grind. Let's say you're putting in some herbs and some different things. And if you see them in the potion class where they have stuff in there and they're going like that. So those are a few simple things that you can do for Halloween. Here's your wand. Here's another possible wand. A brooch. Here, let's put this brooch right here. A brooch. A necklace. An earring. Mortar and a pestle. What you're seeing here is a clear Christmas ball. And I was at the After Christmas sales, got this for 70% off, so that I can experiment with it because I don't want it as a Christmas bulb. I need, for one of my shows, a crystal ball, not a Christmas ball. So I thought it's round, it's plastic, it won't break. I can take this off. But what I need is to project something in here. So I'm going to try to get this to become a green screen. Now this, what you see here, is a green screen. This is used for green, when you do green screening. Well, I don't want to cut this and put it in. So I was wondering, this is pretty close. This is tissue paper. And I thought I could either put this all on the outside and literally coat it, or could I put it on the inside? What would be the difference? Would I get a different, more eerie projection if it was inside than outside? So let's see if I can get this inside. And then I can experiment with it when I go to the studio to see if I can project something onto this tissue paper. Oh, it's getting pretty full. There, let's see what we're going to do with that. Here's the ball. This is one of those packages where you get 3 round containers. This is the smallest one that I took out. And this just sits in there like that. Nothing exciting. I was thinking of doing the bottom in green, but I decided to use this tissue paper, and it has a nice glossy finish to it, and I cut it up into strips. And what I'm going to do is bring that all the way around and glue that on here, little by little. For the feet, I discovered I have these cute little thread bobbins, but I think those will work real well, and if I'm real ambitious, these little tiny beads will go on the end for feet. So those will all have to be glued together. So let's start with the gluing project. I have my craft glue, and this is Elmer's, but there are others on the market. And I'm just going to start doing this. So all I'm doing is putting a layer of glue on here. Okay, this is the first layer. Then I'm going to take one of those copper strips, and I'm going to layer them. Some are longer and some are shorter, and they will, and I'm going to put them at different angles. And once I get the base down, I'll probably rip those up so that they're not where they have an uneven edge. Now, like I said, I'm just going to take these and I'm just going to start ripping them. And I literally need something to hold this. There. This will work much better. See what the dishwasher does to your glasses? But this works better because I can keep a hold of the press down on the bottom here. I'm going to rip some more of these up, and it doesn't matter how they're ripped, so I'm just going to start grabbing these and ripping them in any way I want, even wrinkling them up a little bit. See if we can get a different texture and rougher edges. I have no idea what we're going to come up with. But that's the fun. If it turns out, if it doesn't turn out, well, you just put another layer on. Well, I don't know if this Gorilla Glue is any good, but we'll give it our best shot here. See if anything's going to come out. Now, I could have put this all on in one strip, but I wanted to give it, like I said, some sort of depth. So to see what I'm doing, because I have so much glue on there, I'm going to have to wait for all of this to dry. I'm almost to where I started, and then I'm going to do the bottom here. Okay, let's see what I can do on the bottom portion here. Now this, I don't really care exactly how I'm going to be doing this because you're not really going to be seeing this. So it doesn't matter if it's as layered and has as much character as the other one. Now, I should have put some glue on here first. Actually, I'm going to put glue all the way across it. Okay, I'm using tie wraps, people, in case you're wondering. So maybe it's better if I do a couple of smaller, instead of trying to do one strip, let's do multiple strips and then do them in half or something. There, let's see if that'll work. Oh, I got it right between the two little, so it'll be plain here, but this will have it. Okay, let's just lay it down. Because I think I'll be all right because of the edge here. The edge will keep it from the sitting on the wax paper. One down and several more to go. All right, let's get some more of those. And I have 5 to go, and I'm actually going to use all 5 of these. I was going to just use 4, and I thought, no, it looks kind of cool with 5. All right, I'm back working on my crystal ball. And I discovered that the green that I had put in here does not work. I tested it out. So that's not going to work as a green screen. So I'm going to try something else. But I'm going to continue on with the base and getting that done. Now I really don't need the inside done, but I'm going to do it anyway. So let's get started on this. This is going to take a while. And I'm just throwing those pieces of paper in here because it really doesn't matter where they go or how they go. And I haven't decided if I'm going to varnish this when I'm finished to seal everything in. I'll decide that at the end. Now this is where I'm hoping I can put these longer strips right in here. It's a good thing it doesn't matter if I have it wrinkled or not because it actually gives it a better texture. And let's see if I can do this. And then I want now to bring this down here, I'm going to have to cut this so it'll work its way down. So this has to be cut. So it'll fold down. There it goes, see? And let's do the next one. Same way. Whoops. Here. I just have this little section in here left to do. Ah! Come back here. I got a whole bunch that went on top of there. Come off there. And if I can get this. It's not going to. There we go. Okay, that's the last piece for this. Then I'm going to have to wash my hands. Okay, this is going to have to dry, and that's going to take quite a while. Now I'm going to take these little, see if I can get some more glue down here, because I had to, there we go. This is Gorilla Glue. You can use any other kind of glue. That's just what I happen to have in the house. So I'm going to glue on these little tiny spindles, or these little tiny thread spools. And I'm putting it down here. There. Now that's going to have to dry, and that'll take a minute or two. Now I can get rid of this. Now what I also did was I covered the top, which I may not be using at all, unless for some other reason I can't think of, but right now I'm just wanted it to match the bottom. So once these are dry, then I can flip that over. And then I'm going to just get rid of this before I accidentally put something on that Gorilla Glue. So now I have to figure out what to do with how I can create that into a crystal ball. I tried stuffing it with green tissue paper, did not work at all. So I'm going to have to think of some other inventive way of doing it, whether it'll be dried ice, whether I just put something inside and use a green screen, some other mannerisms. I have not figured that out yet, but at least I have a base. And all this is a great big Christmas ball. And it's plastic, so it's great for transporting, and I don't have to worry about it breaking. So that's all for this show.